Have you seen that replay, buddy?
All right, man, I'm done talking to you.
You can't be done talking to me. You're right here facing me.
I back. Trust me, I back.
Damn it! 60 G's, baby!
But I'm not impressed by your performance.
It's normal. Come on, guys. It's normal.
You'll do nothing. You'll do nothing.
I'm the man of the hour, Joe. Too sweet to be sour. What you see is what you get, and what you don't is better yet. I'm the women's pick. I'm the men's regret. And if you win against Chael Sonnen, you made a bad bet.
I don't have much left to say other than you have seen nothing yet.
What's happening, Fight Week Show fans, Fight Week Show people? Then we are back with another episode of Don't Stop Shakedown. And today, this afternoon, I got my brother, my boy, Oki Bolaji in the house, the Zulu warrior. How you doing, my bro?
I'm doing great, thank you. How about you?
Yeah, man, we're doing well, man. We're doing well. It's been a minute since we've had you on the show. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Schedules, it's been overlapping. You have new family on the whole, in the house. Salute to you, congratulations to you and your missus for that one. You know what I mean? It's a big deal, and it looks like life has been treating you well. We see you posting on your Insta page all the time. For people that don't know Bolaji, for people that's not following his page, make sure you go follow his page over there. He's doing great work with Valentin as well over there in Belgium, and salute to you. So how's things for you, man? How's life been for you, my brother?
Everything is good, still training every day at my gym, spending some time with my family and enjoying the whole process, and hopefully getting back soon in the cage and do what I do best,
Yeah.
So everything's great. Everything's great.
Fantastic. As you know, on Don't Stop Shakedown, people, if you're new to Don't Stop Shakedown, make sure you're liking the video, you're subscribing, and you're following Oki Bolaji's links is going to be in the description, people. You guys know we usually react to what's going on in the MMA world, and we got some videos, and we're going to get Oki Bolaji's expert take on some of these conversations that's been, some of these incidents that's happened in and around the combat sports world. And we're going to come to Oki Bolaji's fight that's coming up on the 14th of March as well. So stay tuned for that, people. And we're going to cover all these topics that we got lined up for you this afternoon. Okay, the first video on the horizon. I really want to get your take on this one. Okay, let's hear it. Let's go.
Okay.
Ronda Rousey is officially returning to MMA. Ronda will be fighting Gina Carano on May 16th live on Netflix. The fight will be promoted by Jake Paul's Most Valuable Promotions. Jake posted this on X. He wrote, "Surreal moment. I started taking judo because of Ronda Rousey. Now I get to work with her and Gina Carano to bring MMA to Netflix. Here we go." Ronda Rousey's last fight came against Amanda Nunes in 2016, where she was stopped by TKO just 48 seconds into the first round. Gina Carano last competed against Chris Cyborg in 2006, and she too was finished by first round TKO. Ronda posted this on X. She wrote, "Been waiting so long to announce this. Me and Gina Carano are going to throw down in the biggest super fight in women's combat sport history. And we're partnering with the Fighter First promotion Most Valuable Promotions, as well as the baddest streamer on the planet, Netflix. This is for all MMA fans past, present, and future. More to come, much more."
Pro MMA fight.
Right. We just heard Ronda there talking about her and Gina are going to set up the biggest fight in women's combat sport history. And we've seen some big fights when it comes to, the women's women's MMA. Now, looking at what just happened between Amanda Nunes and Kayla Harrison, those two were supposed to fight. Amanda Nunes was supposed to be coming out of retirement for Kayla Harrison, but that fight didn't happen because of a neck injury. Now these two have kind of jumped into the frame to take maybe that spotlight of what we was missing from that fight away from Amanda Nunes. What's your overall take of number one, women's MMA, and number two, them booking a big name like Ronda Rousey and Gina Carano for that MVP card that's going to happen on
Yeah,
Netflix?
that's a good one, you know. I like Ronda. You know, I used to watch her fights and everything. She came in the game with, you know, strong mind, strong record. She was finishing everybody. And then came the downfall, you know. So when she lost to Holly Holmes,
Holly Holmes.
Amanda Nunes and everything, and then she left, and it's been so long that she left. We've forgotten her, you know. I was like, you know, she did, I think, WWE
Yes.
wrestling and everything, you know. So for me, I was like, okay, she just changed, and but she's still a big star, you know. And
Mm.
stars can come back as long as they want. Like Conor McGregor, you know, it's been a long time. He left, but he can come back in any time because it sells and people want to see that, you know.
Mm.
But for me, I'm not that hyped up about that fight, you know,
Mm.
because let's see, you know. I'm like, okay, let's see, but I'm not into that fight. I don't know who her opponent is, Carano.
Right. Yeah,
I
Gina
don't
Carano.
know her. I don't even
Yeah,
know her,
she's
you
a
know.
movie actress. She's a movie actress.
You see, so for to say that they're trying to get the spot of the best females, for me, nah. For me, the best is Valentina Shevchenko. She's my favorite. You
Yeah.
know, Valentina Shevchenko, and she's still active in the UFC. Of
Yeah.
course, you can't doubt about Amanda Nunes of
Mm.
she's done for the sports for women. So her comeback, yeah, I'm like more waiting for her comeback, you know, than the one of Ronda Rousey, you know. And of course, Joanna Jacek, you know,
Mm.
for me they are the big girls, you know. And of course, Chris Cyborg also, you know. But
Yeah.
the queen, I think it's Amanda, because Amanda beat all of them.
Yeah.
She
Yeah.
beat
Yeah.
all of them, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm waiting for the Amanda Nunes against
Kayla
um
Harrison.
Kelly Harrison, you know.
Yes.
That's should be an interesting one and an exciting one. But this one is like, okay, it's good, and let's see if she still got it, you know. Let's see if Ronda Rousey still got it, and if she does well, it's good for her, you know. And maybe she will do more, and maybe she will come back. But I don't know how old is she, if she still got it in her, you know.
Mm.
And the game evolved so much, you know,
Mm.
that I don't know if the Ronda Rousey from back then can stand against the top five from now, you know. It's a
Mm.
different game.
I mean, you mentioned some valid points there. Like, you know, for how long Ronda Rousey's been away, if she was to come back right now into the roster of 135ers in the UFC, like you said, the game's moved on, the game's evolved, and there's a
That's
lot
the
of
thing.
there's a lot of things that's changed from when she was using judo, because our main expertise was judo, and she was using judo to dominate all the women in the division. That hip toss that she'll
Yeah.
do the hip toss, do a bulldog choke, and then from the bulldog choke transition into an armbar and
Yeah.
Bob's your uncle, you know. But like you said, the sports changed a lot, and it'll be interesting to see how she could have matched up with the girls today. But yeah, I don't think it'll be a fair fight for
That's
for
what I'm
someone.
thinking also, you know. I think that now the top game now is gonna be difficult because we already saw what she can do, and now the game is it's too much. Everybody can do everything now. It's
Yeah, yeah, that's
gonna
that's
be
what's up.
difficult.
That's
Yeah.
I agree. All right, let's shift gears to this second topic here, because I really think this one's going to resonate with you, and I want to get your mindset on how this really affects fighters that go through, you know, good milestones like this in their lives. Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
Hamzat Chimaev's coach says the birth of his son completely changed Hamzat. Speaking to Real MMA Today, he said the biggest change in Hamzat as a more mature man came during the fight with Robert Whittaker, where everyone was like, he's not aggressive anymore. He's too calm. Maybe he's not hungry anymore. Maybe he lost the aggression. That specific year was when everything switched because his son was born 1 year ago. Right before that fight, Hamzat's son needed to get surgery. I knew everything was okay with him, but people who didn't follow that were worried. Before, he had an animal inside him that was controlling him. Now he's mature enough to still have that monster inside him, but he controls it. Then he went and fought Robert Whittaker, and everybody saw what happened. Mac?
You have a child in the family now, you know, obviously a new addition to your family. And as you heard there with Hamzat's coach, people think because you now have a child, oh, you're not a monster anymore. Oh, that love for that killer instinct is gone now. Can you tell the people how having a child gives you new motivation, maybe turns you into a bigger monster?
Exactly.
Explain to the people what having a child really does for somebody, a warrior like yourself, that goes into the octagon and puts it down.
I think that when you're not parent, you're not dad, you can't understand, what a child brings to you, Now I
Mm.
understand my mother, how she's like always behind me, and trying to see what
Protective.
I'm doing, protective, and everything. And when I see my son, he's 8 months old now, he's happy, he's always smiling, even when he's crying, you like, now you're not doing all of that for yourself,
Mm.
you're doing all of that for him, for your family, and it gives you extra motivation because you want to give him everything, and one day you're gonna step up to you, and you're gonna be an example,
Mm.
and that's what Shimaev had, because he was like, I kill everybody, smash everybody, and people were like, oh, a terrorist, or and
Mm.
oh, what a aggression. But then, like we just saw, he has a child and everything, so now he's more matured. He knows that his kid is gonna watch him, and be like, I want to be like my dad, I want to do like my dad, so we can't say and do, everything just like that. No, you need to set the example, because your kid is there and watching, and so you grow, and then that's normal, that's life. And I hope that everybody, has that chance to, to feel, because it's like, it's more than just love, it's you can't explain, and so I truly understand. And for me, people think that, yeah, you don't have it anymore because you have a kid, but no, you have it more than before, because you know
Mm.
that you have to go to get home and feed him, to feed
Mm.
your family. You're not by yourself now, it's your whole family, and you're the man of the family, and the man of the family needs to provide for his family. And you want that your kid to be like, wow, that is the strongest, that is this, that is that, but
Right.
you need to discipline him, you need to show him, he needs to learn by what you do, so that's why it's important to be good and show good, and not be like, kill everybody, I kill everybody. No, he's more humbled now, and
Yeah.
even Chechen guys and Dagestan guys, they're very humbled and respected guys,
Yeah.
no, they are very like that, so for me, I truly understand, and people will understand. It's just that people is like, yeah, we want blood, we want drama, we want this, we want that. You know, they want Conor McGregor insulting everybody because
Mm.
people like that. You know, that's
Yeah.
the thing that drives people crazy. You know, but be true to yourself also. You know, when you have
Mm.
values, you know, you have family, people around the world is watching. You want to you everybody's gonna see how you are, so show a good version of yourself, because that's how people's gonna think you are, you know. If you
Yeah,
act
man.
like a fool, people's gonna treat you like a fool and say he's a fool because look what look what he's doing, you know. But when you're a man and you do things right, okay, you fight, and you know, people is gonna say no, he's a fighter, he's a respectful guy, he's this and that and this and that, you know. So
Yeah, man.
I understand Shimaev and I support him.
Yeah, man. 100%. Look, I got to agree with you here. Let me point this out. I feel like if people go back and look at Donald Cerrone, if you remember when Donald Cerrone had his baby Danger, he was whooping everybody because he wanted to show his son Danger.
Mhm,
You
mhm,
know, this is dad at work. This is what we do, and of course, providing and putting food on the table gives that extra motivation, gives that
mhm.
added reason to want to go out there and put in work. So I totally get it. What I really want to know more is how does that affect your schedule from, being by yourself and pouring everything into your training, pouring everything into your camp, pouring everything into your team, even like your sparring partners, helping them prepare for their fights. Because as we know in the sport that you're in, it's not always just about you, it's about your teammates. So even when you're not fighting and they're fighting, you're preparing as if you're fighting. You're helping them cut weight, you're helping them prepare for the fight, you go hard sparring with them. Now when you now have the introduction of a new child into your fight, how do you juggle all of those and find that fine balance to still be able to be effective at what you do?
Well, you know, that's the thing. You need to find that balance, you know, just like you said. And I have the chance to have a lovely wife that understands my sport, you know, and she's supporting me. So, you
Mm,
know, like now when I'm preparing for a fight, you know, she's more caring uh care of the of my son, you know, picking up
mm,
from school, getting up at night, because sometimes it's not always easy, you know,
mm,
and there's so much energy also spending on kids. So you
yeah,
know, but I did find my balance, you know, and it's like that's life. I'm not the first one and the last one who's gonna have a baby and fighting and people are working, and that's how life is. But
yeah,
like you said, you need to find your balance to be productive and to still shine when you need to shine, to still work when you need to work and be effective, you know. So for me, nothing changed. I'm still training twice a day. Just the thing is that I wake up early now, earlier, because you know, because the baby wakes up, you know, the baby wakes up. But now I'm getting used to it, you know. Now I'm getting
mm,
used to it,
yeah,
and I'm like, okay, I'm not that tired anymore, so I try to make a nap. Uh, you know, I still have my mother's place, so sometimes in between trainings, I go to my mom's place and I just take a nap, you know, and rest, because I know if I come back over here, there's noise and everything, you know. So
yeah,
uh, so
yeah. That's
sometimes sometimes it's good to have you know the quiet, the silence, you know.
yeah,
So I balance good, you know. I
yeah,
go training in the morning. I go and check with my moms, make a little nap of 20-30 minutes, come back at home, see my wife, spend some times with my kids, and then go back to training, eat,
mm,
you know. So So I have my balance, and and I'm good. I'm good. I'm
Very,
ready to
very,
focus on
very
some.
important support network. You have very
Of
important
course.
support network around you,
Yes. Yes.
which is very, very important for everybody to to have in their lives in whatever sports or endeavors that you do in
Exactly.
life. Everybody
Exactly.
needs important support network. 100%.
Exactly.
Yeah, man. Okay. Let's move on to this next video here, and I want to gauge how realistic our boy is being here. Let's hear the video.
Okay.
Kamaru Usman says he plans to retire in 2026 after becoming both the welterweight and middleweight champion.
So if you look into the future and you can, say we'll be sitting here next year, 1 year time, and we're looking back at 2026, what kind of year was it for you?
2026, we want to say, wow, I can't believe you actually pulled that off and went, not only took one title, but you took two and you walked away.
Two?
So,
okay,
fingers crossed.
Now you have to tell me more about this. Which one first?
Well, of course, welterweight first, because I don't think the other one happens without the welterweight one, because it only makes sense. I'm in this division, I'm still there, so why not take that one first?
Sean?
As as we just heard from Kamaru Usman there, he has a dream, like Martin Luther King, he has a dream, and he wants to win the welterweight and middleweight straps before the end of 2026. Number one, how realistic do you think it is for him? And number two, do you still think he has what it takes to even do anything in the welterweight division, let alone the middleweight division? Having said that, we know it also gave Hamzat his hardest fight till date. When you look at the grand scheme of things. So what chances do you give Kamaru here? Do you think is over for him? Do you think is done, and we have new blood in the welterweight division now for the welterweight strap? And you gotta remember who the champion is as well, Islam Makhachev.
Yes, and that's a very, very, very good question. And I've looked up to the nightmare Usman. Um, people people forget how dominant he was in his prime, in his division. You know, and that's the thing, is that people forget. Now it's true that since I think his last fight he won against Buckley, right?
Against Buckley, yeah.
Yeah. And before that, he lost, I think, to Edwards.
To
I think.
Chimaev.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Chimaev was after. Yeah, was after Edwards. Yes. But then again, yeah, it's Chimaev, and it was also um, a last moment of fight that he took against Chimaev.
Yeah.
So, but
I
then
think
again,
10 days notice. 10 days notice, something like this.
exactly. So, and people forget that Usman is one of the best to ever do it. Also, in he's been a champion a long time. So now for me, it's not impossible, because nothing is impossible. He can do it, but now the champion, like you said, is Islam Makachev, and how does he match against him? And that's when we think about it, and it is interesting, because Usman has the wrestling background, and he's very good at it, because it's in his own game to put you down, to put the pressure, So the question is, like, which wrestling is gonna be better? Can he cancel the wrestling of Makachev? But Makachev can strike also very good. So it's a difficult one, but it's not impossible. I think he matches super good Islam Makachev more than anyone else. So he might get it from Islam, and then move up to middleweight. But in middleweight, the champion is Shimaev, and he's a big dude. He's a big dude in middleweight, and he leveled up his game so much more. Before he wanted to, he was like we said, a bit crazy, a bit. Now he's more mature, he's more calm, he knows what to do. So that's a dangerous Shimaev. But I heard that he might go up to lightweights. That's what I heard. I don't know if it's true. I don't know if it's
Oh,
going to be.
Chimaev to light heavyweight,
Yes, that's what I.
205.
Yes, that's what I heard. Because he doesn't want to fight Imavov.
Oh, right. Got you.
And
Got you.
so I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, I don't know how Usman can compete in that weight. Because they're really big guys. Uh, so I don't know, but he can definitely get one. I don't know if he can get
You
both.
can get both. Right. Talking about the one that we think he can get, because I have these debates with my friends in our WhatsApp group and stuff like that. And look, people think, and I agree to a certain extent. People think there are more deserving opponents for Islam Makhachev at 170. Like your Ian Gary, your Prates, even your Buckleys, the Shafka Rakhmanov. There are some big names at welterweight division, and people are thinking, "Oh, Usman, you've had your time. You should give room to some of these guys." But I'm also hearing Islam saying, "Hey, listen, all these guys that I've just mentioned, Usman can beat all of these guys with in one night."
And
Right?
like I said, they forget who Usman is. It's like George St. Pierre. If he comes back, you think he's gonna come back and fight the top 10, the top. No, he's going right directly for the title because he is George St. Pierre.
He's that guy. Yeah,
No,
you're right.
he's that guy. And I believe that Usman is also that guy. It's just that people are like, yeah, yeah, Usman. But I think he's over there. But yeah, maybe he fight um the top Yan Gary, the top two, top three, something like that, and then he fights Islam. Yeah, you can do that also. I know that Yan Gary, I think he's the number one contender. I think
Yeah.
so. Yeah, you might also give it to Gary, or you might as well make fight him Usman, and then the winner fight Islam. So there's plenty option, but for me, he's legit to ask for the title for everything he's done. But I don't know which number he is now.
Yeah, I think
Right,
I think he's number 5 or 6, something like that.
five. Yeah, if he's in the top five, he can
He's
he can fight the title, of course.
he's still in there. He's still in there.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
He
Well,
bought,
at least he's,
he fought, he won against Buckley, and Buckley is he's also ranked.
if Buckley had beat Usman, what would have happened? Buckley would be up for the title fight if it beat Usman, right?
Yes, a victory against Usman brings you to the top.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It brings you in
And
title
Protes,
conversations.
but Protes lost to Yan Gary. So you can't give it to Protes before giving it to Yan Gary. No? So my thought is Yan Gary or Usman. Because there are interesting fights, and it's logic.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm like, yeah, make them both fight. And then yes, you have Shavkat, but Shavkat he's been not active for a long time.
Yeah,
I
he's
believe.
injured. His injury just set him back another 8 months to a year.
You
The
see?
new injury he
And
just had.
I heard that because of that, he's not ranked. I think they removed him from the
Yeah,
the
from the
top.
rankings.
Yeah, you see,
which
so
is crazy, man. This
yeah,
guy is
it's crazy.
undefeated. It's
Yes,
crazy.
yes. But you see how it works sometimes. It's not like you want, huh? Just the UFC make their own decision, and sometimes it's not the best, huh? Sometimes it's just business,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
and that's it.
I agree. All right. Let's get on to this next one here. Um, this one here is about our other boy, and he's got a fight coming up next month. But this is what he had to say about his opponent. Let's hear it.
Israel Adesanya reacts to Joe Pyfer saying he doesn't wrap his hands in his fights. The two are set to fight at UFC Seattle next month. In an interview with Combat TV, Izzy said, yeah, he's a strong, powerful fighter. I heard he doesn't wrap his hands because he likes to throw bombs. I'm like, cool, I welcome that. I don't wrap my hands before I do pads. Before I spar, I don't wrap my hands either. He's a dangerous guy with a powerful right hand. Good wrestling. His jab is pretty educated. We're taking him very seriously because he's a dangerous man, but so am I. I'll say for me, it's not really about him. This is about me. This is the biggest fight of his life. It's the biggest fight of my life in another way. Not like it is for him, but as it is for me. I've been sitting at the top, still at the top, doing more than a lot of guys who are even champions.
There you go, Oki. We just heard Easy there. As you can see in the background,
Yes.
one of my favorite fighters. And he done, like Usman, done a lot for the sport, done a lot for the division, and we are now seeing this other part to his chapter, fighting the guys like Imavov, like Pyfer, like we just seen. His journeys. Yeah, please.
I didn't know that he was gonna fight Joe Python.
Oh, you didn't know he was gonna pop? Okay, okay.
I
Well,
didn't even know. So for me, I'm just I'm
yeah,
surprised.
yeah.
He's
This is a
fighting.
fight. This is a fight that's brewing. But he said something about Pyfar doesn't like to wrap his hands, while he's in there fighting. And what's your take on that? Like, how does that affect the hands? Not wrapping the hands and getting in there and throwing down, or is it better to do it in sparring? Is it better to do it in a fight, or is it better to do it at all times? What do you normally do as well?
For me, if you don't wrap your hands, it's like amateur. Because you need to protect your hands, your wrist at all times. Not only during in fights or sparring. All time, every time I put gloves, big gloves, I wrap my hands. And if I don't have any wraps and everything, I don't feel good. It's like
Yes.
something's missing, and it doesn't fit right. And maybe it's mentally, you're like, okay, because you're used to it. But for me, not wrapping your hands is amateurs. The amateurs, that's what they do. And I'm the guy telling them, you should wrap your hands. You should pay attention about that, because one day you're gonna injure yourself, and then your hands is not gonna be the same anymore. And yeah, because we're fighters, and that's our tools. If we hurt our hands, look, Floyd's, he's a genius, but he hurt his hands. He couldn't strike that much with his right hand and knock people. So he went super defensively, and he made his way. But not everybody's Floyd. If you break your hand, bro, and you're counting on that right hand, you can't use it anymore that well. So for me, it's important to protect your wrist all the time. So every time I go to the gym, I train, I always put bandages beneath my gloves.
Yeah, man. Uh, Big up everybody that's watching us on live, watching us on playback. Salute to Johnny Bones in the house. We see you, Johnny Bones. Big up yourself. Salute to you. Look, for me, is wearing not using hand wraps. I'm thinking like you're going into a fight without gum shields, like
Yeah,
one of those. you know,
yeah,
uh,
that's the thing. It's stupid. For me, it's a bit stupid because yeah, you're gonna hurt yourself, you know. You're gonna hurt
mm,
yourself, and then you're not going,
not good
it's
to
not
make
gonna
any
be the
money.
same. Yeah, you're not gonna get money. You can strike anymore. You break your hand. This then, just protect your fists.
Mm. Can I also ask you this question here? Because maybe a lot of people might not have insight into this. Have you have you ever been injured mid fight, like during a fight, an injury you didn't have before happened, but you can't let your opponent know?
Of course.
How do you cope with that sort of thing? How do you deal with those sort of things when they happen?
And it happened all the times. That's the thing. In the fighting world, we get injured. You're preparing for a fight, and you have this, you have that, and you just have to. Well, you have a decision to make. Either you go through it, or either you cancel the fight. And
Mm.
me, I had my knuckle. I punched the guy in the head, and it just went super big. And it was the fight for the Dana White Contender Series.
Oh,
So it was an opportunity that I couldn't miss. And it's was and I did it like 1 week before the fight. My hand was big, so every day I was like putting ice on it, putting some cream and everything, and I didn't use my right hand for the rest of the training camp. Just drills, ice, and people that don't even know it. That I fought
wow.
with injured arm, and I still knock him out like in the first round. So it worked for me. But the my first loss in with the UFC against Chris Duncan, I was also injured.
Mm.
But then again, I'm not the kind of guy who's gonna say, "Oh, I was this, I was that, and that." I'm like, no, that's the decision I made. When you make the decision to to fight, there's no excuse you can give even after the fight. You lose, you lose, you win, you win, you win. And but like 1 week also before, I had my leg. I don't know how we say it. I tried to put a kick, and it was pock. I heard a pock, and I
Oh,
was like, "Fuck, what's that?" And I couldn't walk. I was like limping, and it
wow.
hurts. Yeah,
Mm.
and again 1 week before the fight, and it was in Paris. So then again, I did everything to of my power to try to walk, to kick, and everything. I went to the hospital, everything. I took care of it, but I could still feel it. I could still feel
Yeah.
it, and I knew that I couldn't give any kicks. So so I was like, okay, it's gonna be my hands and my defense. I can give some knees. So that's why if you look back to the Chris Duncan fights, um, I didn't throw any kicks,
Mm.
and after the fight, I was limping bad because he came back. Even though I didn't receive the kick or anything, but just the adrenaline, the thing, your body moves and it comes back. So yeah, I was injured, but I still fought, and I lost, but I didn't lost because of that.
Yeah.
So it happens, and it happens all the time. That's my experience, but there's so many fighters, who had the same thing and had to fight, and sometimes you can't, sometimes you can't, and you just pull off. Like I said, it's a decision to make. People take the chance, take the risk, and some don't. And And yeah, me, it was the Dana White Contender Series. In my head, I was like, "There's no way," because this is one time, maybe I won't get that chance anymore, And
Yeah.
then against Chris Duncan in Paris, I really wanted to fight in France, and I saw that my leg was getting better. I was like, okay, let's see how he's going to involve. And then we're fighters, so we're gonna fight. I'm a real warrior. I'm a real fighter, and I'm gonna fight no matter what.
Yeah.
It's a decision that I make with my coach, and then we were like, let's fight, and we fight.
Okay. We got one more video here, and we're gonna shift gears to
Yes.
some of your other personal up and coming fight stuff that's going on with your gym. But we got one more video to check out here, and I want to get your take on this one here. We know what Rampage Jackson been going on with. He's out there doing streaming. There's a lot that's going on with Rampage Jackson right now. If you into your social media, you will see what Rampage Jackson is doing out there. And this one here, this one happened at Rampage house with Tiki. Let's get your take on this video right here. Where is that video? There we go.
At Rampage Jackson's house last night, influencer boxer Dean the Great got dropped by MMA manager and former UFC fighter Tiki Gosen.
Nice to meet you, bro. You do know who I am. I don't know why you lying. Don't act like you don't know me.
I don't know you.
You definitely know
nice
me.
Nice to meet you, though.
Yeah, I just don't be lying because girls around and you definitely know me, bro.
Bro.
Not even on some disrespectful.
Don't like your attitude. Don't like your
I don't like you at all, though.
Okay.
Yeah, straight up. Yeah. Straight up.
What?
I said straight up.
Are you the guy that got slapped on video?
I did, but I'll slap you though.
Oh, you were?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna show you the inside of the house.
I'll make you another clip. Don't do that.
Seriously?
Don't do that. All right. Come on, cuz. Come on. Nah, come on. No, cut.
Dean, chill.
Man, cut. He don't sneak me.
Dean,
Chill out, man. Cut ain't finna sneak me.
chill.
bro. Hey, let me talk to you, bro. Let me talk to you, bro. Hey, let me talk to you.
Man, I'll have all.
We're not your enemies, bro.
The cut stop me for, bro.
What happened? Tell me.
What did you say to him?
Cut gonna get smoked.
Whoa. Why? What did he do? What did he do to you? All right, he's over.
Hey, get him.
On X, Dean wrote, ex-UFC fighter elbowing me for the clip knowing I'm intoxicated. I bet. Now, the crazy part about the whole thing is just a day before this went down, Dean got slapped by powerlifter / bodybuilder Larry Wheels for disrespecting his wife.
It's like that. This.
What are you doing with your hands? Listen. You ready for him to get it? Oh! Dean! All night get on? Yeah. I was Dean. Waiting for that moment. That was a real slap, man. Get your in the van. It was a hard slap. Come on.
Dana White saw the video of Tiki. He reposted it to his Instagram and added him. And that's going to wrap it up for the news.
Brother.
Oh my God, what's that, bro?
Brother. I mean, number one, let me ask you this. Have you been around situations like that where people get disrespectful to, say, fighters or even like your coaches, your trainers, and they think they don't got hands and all of a sudden, bam! You know what I mean? They get brought back to reality. Like this is reality. Have you been in those type of situations before, brother?
people know, bro. People know not to mess with me, you know. So I don't get into those situations because they just know they don't play with me, you know. But I'm super kind, you know. I'm not the type of guy who's gonna be like this, and you know, no. I'm the kind of guy who I'm kind with everybody, you know, and I show love and respect, and that's what I get back, you know.
Yeah.
So if I get disrespected, of course there's gonna be a problem. But every time I go somewhere, you know, people be like, yeah, you know him, he's a UFC fighter and having this and that and this. So and it's not even me who's saying it, just people just know, so they don't usually test me, you know, try me. So no, I don't get into those type of situation. And then I'm not like in bad spots with bad people or bad things, you know.
Mm.
Me, it's simple. I'm at the gym, I'm at home, you know, I'm with friends. Okay, it's gonna be rare when you're gonna see me, you know, publicly in events. Yeah, it could be, but you know, not like that, bro. Not like that. Not like
And that same guy, the day before that punch that we saw just received, he got a slap from another guy called Larry Wills for disrespecting the man's wife in front of him. And I mean, that Nate Diaz will be
foolish guy.
very. Nate Diaz will be happy. Will be proud of that slap, that open Stockton slap that he gave him there. Man. Nate Diaz will be proud of that. But in those type of situations, when you come to think about it, because I feel like you guys as fighters, people they want to try you. You know, they just want to see what number one, what it feels like to get hit by one of you guys, and number two, maybe even try to get a lawsuit out of it. You just never know with this type of people and what you
The
know.
crazy people, crazy people in the world, crazy people, you know. And that's the thing, you know. And it's a bit sad, but people always want to try you, test you, and then you get what you get. Look, you get what you get. You get what you deserve, you know. There's just some people you don't joke with them, you know. You don't try them. You just, you know, be
just leave them alone.
respectful. Leave them alone. Be respectful, you know. But if you do like he did, well, if you're not gonna be shocked, you know, you
Yeah,
get
man.
spanked. Get spanked.
Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly.
Okay. We've come to the end of the video episode, and I want to move to what you actually got coming up, and I have a clip of it here. People, if you haven't seen this, make sure you go and put the date down. Bolaji is got a fight with Souza. This is happening in the lightweight division on the 14th of March next month. I'm going to remove this off the screen right now. I want to ask you, you know, your preparation for this fight, what you know about this fighter, and you know, coming into this fight, how as your coaches, you know, Valon team as a whole, big respect to Valon team, by the way, you know what I mean, how everything has been coming together, how you're preparing for this fight, brother. Talk to us.
Yeah, so we knew about the fight like 1 month before. Then he got official. We know he's a Brazilian guy. You know, he has a good record, 13 wins, one for one loss. He fought against Rufi, Mauricio Rufi, and that was the first loss of Rufi. He knocked him out. He's a striker, explosive guy. He likes to bang, to go to wars, and just to let his hand. He throws his hands. And finish people. So it's a fun fight because I'm explosive too. I'm a good striker also. Um, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling great. I've been waiting for this moment, this time. since my last fight, you know.
Yeah.
And that's my job, you know. That's my job. That's what I do, and I train every day for it, you know. So I'm just ready. I'm ready to welcome him. It's gonna be his first UFC fight, you know. He went to the Dana White Contender Series. He won his fight, and that got him a contract. So now his first UFC fight is gonna be with me. So I will be the one who's going to welcome him,
Welcoming.
welcome him, and show him that, you know,
There's
you
levels
have
to
to
this
pass
thing.
by. Exactly, there's levels to this thing, and you need to pass by me, you know. And I'm ready. I'm super pumped up, you know. I'm feeling great. I'm in good health, you know. So I'm just ready. I'm just ready for war.
Yeah, man. Look, I have to commend you for how you've been taking this job in his stride. Because the one thing that you know we would love to see it, but it's not through your own fault, not through any fault of your own. We want to see activity from you, and usually, you know, times that we've spoken before, you always say, I want to fight 3 times this year," but then there's council fights. What can you do about cancelled fight? You know, you were scheduled after fighting Duncan. You were scheduled with Abdul Karim. That got cancelled, and that was for February. Then you got scheduled again in May 2025 with Medeiros. That also got cancelled. You know, then that's when Aswell came into the frame. Then you ended up fighting Aswell, getting the win there. Then you got in there with Mason Jones. So I could see the pattern to how you want to fight through the year. February, May or June, then September, then October. I think that's how your months then line up. Is that what you're also looking for in year 2026? You want to fill the year maybe 2-3 times this year you want to compete.
Even four, if I could, you know, even four if it's possible. Four,
Wow.
5, you know. I really
Quick
wanna be
turnarounds?
active. Yeah, you know, I wanna. Of course, I wanna have finishes, you know, to leave the octagon without any injuries, that I can get back to it, you know, soon, you know. So I just I yeah I you know, time go fast, and we
Yep.
won't do it forever.
Yep.
So I feel young, I feel strong. That's the time, you know. I have my son, he's 8 months, but in 10 years, it's already done. Everything's done, you know.
Yeah.
And then what are you gonna do, you know? So my time is now. So while I'm in good shape, while I'm young, ready, hungry, strong, fast, explosive, it's now that I need to do it, you know. So that's why I want to be the more active I can be. Yeah, if you have, what do you want to do when you have cancel fights? Yeah, it's cancel, it's cancel. You go up for the next one, and that's it. Of course, you need to have some time with your family, spend a bit, go a bit some vacation, but then go back training and go back fighting, and you know, I will rest when I will be retired. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I'm like, okay, now it's time to get busy, to get active, and hopefully we get a big finish, so that after this I can ask for another fight really soon, and yeah, get back to have some revenge for my 2 fights that I lost, because I know that I can beat them, you know. It's just
Yeah.
some mistakes, you know. It's some mistakes, and that's the game, you know. But I never fought a guy that I didn't think I couldn't beat, even in the cage, you know. I'm always like almost winning, and then bam, you know, mistakes, and it switches, you know. So, but I'm like, I can handle those guys, you know. I'm like, I can beat them, you know, all of them, you know. So I just continue training, continuing to be ready, continue to show up, and my time will come. Doesn't matter when, but it will come.
Yeah, man. I couldn't I couldn't agree with you more. But the one thing I wanted to ask you, we just saw on the UFC card from last night. You know, that main card was explosive. We had what, 4 first round finishes or 3 first round finishes, and your boy Strickland, your boy, we know you trained together at Extreme Couture. You know what I mean? Your boy Strickland went and did that to Hernandez, Fluffy Hernandez, in a fantastic way. Now, we know UFC is now in there with the Paramount deal. And everybody's looking for these bonuses because Paramount deal, the deal that's come with the bonuses, the finishes are there, and people are getting big money from finishes. I mean, that's the first time Dan Ige ever been finished. And he got finished in a brutal way by Costa, right? Brutal way by Costa. But we're looking at everybody in there now, everybody's looking for these finishes. How does this Paramount deal affect you in a positive way? And especially if you go out there, like you said, get that finish against your opponent Sousa in this upcoming fight.
The thing is that I'm always looking for a finish. I always want to have a finish, you know, my whole career. But when you know that you gain more money by doing it, you're like, oh my God, let me just finish that guy, you know. So of course it motivates you more. But the thing is that look against Mason Jones, I almost had the finish. But I was like, okay, I will do everything on my power to finish. But sometimes that's also a mistake. If the finish is not there, it's not there. Take your time. We have time. We have 3 rounds of 15 minutes, you know. And me, the thing is that as soon as I saw his eyes go a bit back and he went to the ground,
Yeah, we're just waiting for Oki to come back. I think we've got some internet issues right there. Big up everybody that's been locked in with us. We are just waiting for Oki to get back here. Hopefully she should be back soon. We have couple more topics to talk about with Oki while he's waiting. I mean, while we're waiting for him to come back. And in other words, as people can see, you can see the regalia, you can see the team kit. We have Tottenham Hotspur today. And today, Lord knows we need all 3 points. We cannot faff around today, people. We cannot faff around today. We really have to get those points in the bag. And I hope that performance from City today is not just something that's going to make us buckle under pressure, but it's something that's going to motivate us to go and get all 3 points today. Today we can't drop no points. A draw is not good enough. We got to start matching Man City's results all the way to the end. But yeah, salute to everybody that's been locked in with us. It doesn't look like, I think we have lost Bolaji here. I was waiting for him to come back. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to get him back. Hold on. Oh, here he is. He's back.
off.
There you go. You're back. I was
Yeah,
holding
I'm
the
back.
fort till you got back.
Yeah. The
That's
the
all right.
phone the phone went off and I was like, fuck, you know. So I quickly put the
Charger
the
on.
the charger.
Yeah, man. It's okay.
But I'm
You're
back.
good.
I'm back.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, like I said, sometimes you look for the knockout and it doesn't come, you know. So sometimes it can be a mistakes. But now, you know, I'm like, okay, I will take my time, and if I see that I touched him, you know, I won't rush him, you know. Yes, you can rush like 4 or 5 combinations, but then don't use all your energy trying to finish him off, because that was my mistake. Because after that, I was tired because I thought I was going to finish him, and I didn't. So sometimes you don't need to look for the knockout. The knockout will come by itself. Just work, 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 and it will come.
Yeah, man, 100%. How has we seen on your Insta post, on your social media, you're training with some of the best guys that the UFC have to offer. You have people like Imavov, like you mentioned earlier on. Imavov, who also has a win over our boy Israel Adesanya. Fantastic win he has over Izzy. William Gomez, we know how good Gomez is. Mustafa Diakite. These are absolute killers that you're in there with the gym with. How do those guys help you improve your game? How do those guys help you improve and sharpen up your skills, or even add more skills to your skill set, to your toolbox? How do these guys actually help you with that?
A lot, because you need to know where you're going at, and when you train with elite athletes, who's done it all, you're like, okay, that's where I am, and that's where I have to go. And it's experience. Now I'm getting more experience from those guys, and it's always good to work with them, and take some advice, take some tips, some techniques to improve your game. And it gives you confidence also. So of course, when I'm there at Extreme Couture, and I can see all those UFC fighters, I'm like, okay, I'm there with all of them, and let me see where I am, and I'm like, yeah. And that's like, even before I went to the UFC, I've been training with those guys, and I'm like, okay, so I'm not that far ahead. I'm good. I'm on that level. So yeah, it's always good, to be around top guys. Even Imavov, Benoit Saint Denis. He's the god of war. So to be able to spar with him, and see how he sees the game, and gives you tips. It's always good to take, and William Gomez also is a great person, a great fighter. But everybody has their own techniques, their own thing, and it's always good to take. So I'm like taking from everybody to become a better version of myself.
100%. Before we get you out of here, I really want to thank you for your time. You're always generous with your time with us, and hopefully, after your fight, we're able to bring you back on, and
Yes.
and just get your take on how the fight went. Your overall insight on the fight, and enjoying another win in March
I will.
2026.
I will.
Yeah,
I
man.
will. Mark my
100%.
words. The
100%.
Zulu time is now, and I'm
Zulu.
coming to get it. I'm more hungrier than ever, and I'm gonna have it.
Yeah, but we definitely go be rocking with you on that one. But before we get you out of here, I want to ask you about this product that that you're working with. All new flavors. We're seeing it over here in the UK. I get them all the time. I love the flavors. Pacha.
Uh-huh.
And talk to us about your affiliation with them, the new line that's coming out, that's going to be getting put out there, and where people can get them.
Yeah, so Pasha Drink. Um I know the boss reached at me, how long it was, because time goes super fast. I think it's been 1 year, maybe 2 years, and
Okay.
I'm representing Pasha Drinks and everything, and they made a flavor Zulu Punch. you know,
Zulu
and
punch.
exactly, and in it you have like some BCAA, no sugar, vitamins, everything. So it's not just a drink, a soda that now it's now he made like drinks even for us, you know, for sportive guy, for guys who want to be fit and everything, and so yeah, you know, it's a super good collaboration, and I can even show you one now quickly. Up.
Yeah. Hey, this is it, people. It's showing us one exclusively straight from the fridge.
Exactly, straight from the fridge,
Right
for
there.
sure, and it's really, really, really good, guys. So, the Zulu Punch, so my flavor is not yet on sale in England, but it's coming.
Yeah.
It's coming. It's definitely coming.
Okay.
So yeah, he just made the promotion, everything of it, and now everything is gonna be uh um is gonna sell everything. So it's just a matter of time. But don't worry, guys, it's coming and it's
Yeah,
really,
man.
really good.
Hopefully, we have it over here in the UK. Look at it right there, man. You're making me feel thirsty already, brother. You know what I mean? um, right there, there you go. Pacha drink. So people, make sure you're picking up your own cans and your own units of Pacha drink. You can find them in and around the stores all over the UK. The new line is coming soon. The Zulu Punch is the new line, people. Make sure you keep an eye on that. And yeah, we're going to be supporting you. We're going to be representing you. We're going to be rocking with you. We're going to be riding with you every single way, every single part of your journey. And salute to you, Bolaji, for pulling up today, man.
Yes.
You're one of the realest people in the game, and we fuck with you heavy on this channel, and we just want to see you do well. We want to see you win. We want to see you, you know, have your arms raised and just do well in life, and ultimately, realize your goals for your family, for your mom, for Zulu grandma.
Amen.
You know, salute to Zulu
Amen.
grandma.
Amen.
And yeah, man, we can't wait to have you back on the
Thank
channel.
you. Thank you so much for the support and for the love. And don't worry, the Zulu gang is coming back, and
Yeah,
we'll talk after my victory. I guarantee.
100%. We'll have you back. We'll have you back. And yeah, people, salute to everybody that's been locked in with us. Whether you're watching live or on playback, make sure you subscribing. Make sure you liking. Make sure you're sharing the video. Make sure you're following Bolaji on all socials. Its link is gonna be in the description below. And up onto the next video. Hasta la vista, people. We're out. Salute. Love.
Hey guys, this is John Anik from the UFC. You're watching the Fight Week Show. Please subscribe. Not now, but right now. Subscribe to the Fight Week Show. We'll see you guys on the road soon.